Hello. So really quickly, I just wanted to make a short video about something I get asked a lot about as a tarot reader, which is the proper way to shuffle the deck for a tarot reading. Um, I just wanted to say that there's no difference in the way that you shuffle a tarot deck for a reading than when you shuffle cards for a game of poker. The only real difference that comes to mind is the size of the cards, as tarot cards tend to be a little larger than playing cards, as well as the quantity. There are 22 more cards to the tarot deck than there are for the standard playing deck, so it's got quite a bit of girth to it as well. See how big the cards are? They're like almost the size of my face. Which brings me to the shuffling. So I very much recommend this method of shuffling to anyone who isn't good at shuffling, like myself. It's a very basic kind of little maneuver, but it gets the job done, and I want you to remember that shuffling isn't about doing, the fancy showboat stuff like the poker dealers in Vegas. The point of shuffling for tarot is to connect with the cards. You want to touch as much of the or as many of the cards as possible. So you want to take your time shuffling, and you want to stop shuffling when it feels right. You're not going to hear a voice or anything out of nowhere that's going to tell you to stop shuffling. You're just, going to feel like you've kind of imbued the deck adequately with your inquisitive energies. The only time I find that a reading is ever inaccurate or confusing is when you don't take your time with the cards, when you don't connect with the deck, because again, that's the point of shuffling. So this little maneuver that I do here is I sort of cradle the deck with one hand, and then I sort of do like a pinch and upwards motion with the other. Again, nothing fancy here. Nothing too mechanical. It gets the job done, especially if you take your time. Again, that's the point of shuffling. You want to connect with the cards. You want to make sure that your energies, your questions, all the people involved, all the different angles of the situation are being considered. That way, the most relevant cards and the best cards for you will make their way to the top. See? Nothing too fancy. Usually when I do this, I close my eyes. Sometimes when I do it by myself, I speak aloud to my cards. I introduce myself. I ask of them respectfully to help me with whatever conundrum or questions or confusion I might have at the time. So yeah, again, just a little cradle motion, and I kind of am using my thumb to sort of slide the top ones, But again, I always take my time with this, and I really recommend taking your time with it. Again, the point of it isn't to be fancy dancy. The point is to get an accurate reading. So that's just my personal tip I wanted to share with you all. I hope you guys are having a good time out there, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.